from wherever you are. This is Business Ambience TV, and today concerning the trending matters of the cryptocurrencies and the world that is evolving in the currency world. Today we are having two guests in our studios, and we are going to discuss more about the crypto question and what is the fate of the cryptocurrency and the currencies that we have been using of late. We are privileged to have cryptocurrency masterminds, that is Burgeon Godwin from my right hand, far right, and Newton Curris. These guys are crypto consultants and investors in the same. So to start, Burgeon, you can say hi to the viewer and tell us who you are.
Yes, hi. Literally, you have my name. I'm a currency consultant or an educator, and I've been doing this since 2018 May, educating people on what cryptocurrency is, how they can benefit from it, and preparing the world to a big shift that's happening in our monetary system. Spoken in many conferences on this topic as a keynote speaker. I've been in several media interviews, and as well I've helped over 1,000 people to both understand and invest in the cryptocurrency space.
Well, thank you so much. Newton.
Yes.
Welcome, sir. Tell us more about who you are.
All right, thank you so much. My name is Newton Curris, and it's a great pleasure being here, first of all.
Sure.
So I've been in the cryptocurrency field since 2019, and we have been working with my brother here so that we can be able to help people to understand about cryptocurrency, because we cannot ignore the fact that the world is changing so fast, and Africans, it's the right time, should not be left behind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you have heard that, and today it's gonna be fire, it's gonna be lit. So thank you so much, guys, for having time with us today, and we are going to get into the depths of questions about cryptocurrency. Keep us trending at hashtag #1. Keep us trending #1. The hashtag is City Ambience, the business talk. My name is Dan Ngumba. Follow me on my Twitter, Instagram at Dan Ngumba, and keep us trending. So to start with you, Mr. Burgeon Godwin, can you give us a very brief overview of what is cryptocurrency, the origin, and what triggered the same?
Okay, well, thank you for that question. Cryptocurrency, first of all, in basic terms, is a digital form of money that is decentralized and that is highly encrypted, meant to be used for transactions and as a store of value. Cryptocurrency came as a revolution because, most people in the world, of course, don't understand how the monetary system works until one person or people, still anonymous, by the name Satoshi Nakamoto, back in 2005, had an idea of creating a currency that could solve one of the biggest problems that we face in the world of money, that is inflation, and as well, shifting the dominance from a few powers that control the financial world, actually to giving that power back to the people themselves. And when he wrote the white paper of the first cryptocurrency called Bitcoin, then in 2008, Bitcoin was officially launched. And definitely it has been over 13 years of existence now for cryptocurrency. Yeah.
Wow, so you are meaning that there is at no point that the cryptocurrency can cause inflation. Like we have seen currencies of some nations crumble, like we have the Zimbabwean, was it the rand, or it crumbled completely and it is no longer in the market. So does it mean that the dark coins, bitcoins, cannot come to a place whereby they have crumbled, there is inflation?
Yeah, sure. So I usually base a lot of my understanding and teachings on the law of cause and effect, which is a universal law. And when you talk about inflation, we are looking at the effects. So we have to look at the cause. What's really causing inflation? What really happened in Zimbabwe? There was excess circulation of money, and that's what made their money valueless and actually crumbled totally. And as well, all the currencies in the world are suffering from inflation. And the number one reason, or the major reason for inflation, is excess printing of money. And this one is done by the banks, but most people are not aware of that. And that's why the late Henry Ford was a great entrepreneur, saying that if people of the world understood how the monetary system works, there could be a revolution tomorrow morning. And this printing of money is bringing a lot of problems in the world, especially inflation. A lot of people are suffering, high cost of living, a lot of things happening. But being a cause, you can be able to go back to the root of the problem and find a solution. And the basic solution here is to have a fixed amount of the money that is being created or printed.
Wow.
And that's what cryptocurrency did. They create it on a fixed amount. So that's why there's no excess circulation. That means inflation is something that's done away with.
Wow. That's wonderful explanation. And maybe to go ahead on this thing, Mr. Newton.
Yes.
What can you give us as the advantage, that distinctive advantage of the cryptocurrencies over the other currencies?
All right. I believe what you mean by other currencies is the fiat currency that you're using. So I think it's very important, as Mr. Godwin was saying, that cryptocurrency, first of all, is decentralized, and that causes it to be inflation-free.
So what do you mean when you say it is decentralized?
All right, by decentralization, I mean it's not controlled by one single body. So for instance, the fiat currencies, they are controlled by one single body. Okay. Being controlled by one single body, it means that they can print money the way they want. And by doing that, they are going to increase the supply of money in the economy. So that is going to lead to a lot of inflation. But for cryptocurrency, since it's something that is very transparent, very decentralized, that there's no way that there's going to be any printing of money. Or any, maybe I'm using the word printing, but there's no increase of any units in the market. So since this cryptocurrency is decentralized now, it means that it's going to solve the issue of inflation, which is a big issue that most countries like go through. If you look at, for instance, in Kenya, let's say maybe just last month or 2 months ago, with 1,000 Kenya shillings, you could refill your gas. Right? But right now, with 1,000 Kenya shillings, I think you go to a mall or you go to for shopping, you don't even need a trolley.
Sure.
So what is happening is that these monies continue to lose its value. And this is a big factor a lot of people are not realizing. We just keep complaining about the government or the president and all that. But as long as the money system is centralized and the supply is going to continue increasing, then inflation is going to be there. So cryptocurrency, the first factor that it comes to solve is that inflation.
Inflation. Wow. Keep tweeting, keep telling us what is your view concerning the cryptocurrency. And as we continue hearing from our guests, I think you are getting a lot of information about the cryptocurrency, about how to control inflation. I think so many countries in Africa are suffering from this thing. I think the cryptocurrency can bring a lot of solutions to the economic system of African countries.
Absolutely.
So I think it is a matter worthy embracing.
Sure.
So I want as we get next to the next question, whereby budget. We understand that there are different cryptocurrencies in the crypto market, whereby we have the dark coin, Bitcoin, even some others that I have not yet understood how they work. So how do they weigh against each other? Like today, you know that with one US dollar, you almost have 100 Kenyan shillings, right? When you go to the forex exchange rates there. So how do the cryptocurrencies weigh against each other?
Okay, that's a very good question. Definitely there are several cryptocurrency, actually thousands of them. And each cryptocurrency has a different price. We usually base the price of these cryptocurrencies on the dominant currency, which was the first one, and that is Bitcoin. Just the way in paper currency, or what you can call fiat currency, they usually base their calculation on the US dollars. So for cryptocurrencies as well, we usually use Bitcoin. So if maybe for Dogecoin, definitely these currencies, cryptocurrencies, they are there to complement each other and have different solutions. So I believe actually it's more effective and convenient when they work together in the market. But basically it's important to base maybe things like price and the value to the first basis, which was Bitcoin.
Wow, that's amazing. So maybe before we go for a short break, Newton, you learn something about this. Today, if I want to purchase one cryptocurrency, I think there will be no difference. Okay, if a person in the United States wants to purchase, okay, the wallet about the cryptocurrencies, so today if a person in the US has okay, 100 US dollars and a person in Kenya with 1,000 shillings or 100 Kenyan shillings, I think they will not purchase the same amount of cryptos, right? So there will be a very big difference. So still the cryptocurrency is being affected by these other, you're calling them the fiat currencies. So what is your comment on the same? Is the crypto still, it is bringing balance whereby the Kenyan and the United States person, still they have a difference because this person has $1 and this one has 1 Kenyan shillings, and they can't purchase the same things. So still cryptocurrency is still weighed by the US dollar still?
So that's a great question. I think it's a good concern. But talking about, let's say for instance, $100 in the US, and that is approximately how much in Kenya shillings?
10K.
Yeah, let's say 10,000. So it means the person in the US, by let's say changing his currency to, let's say for instance Bitcoin, is going to receive a portion of Bitcoin worth 100 US dollars, right? Which is, let's say for instance 10,000 Kenya shillings. You change them into the Bitcoins, for instance, you are going to receive the same amount of the Bitcoin. Yeah. So I think what cryptocurrency does, it puts us in one global market where everything is just equal by that currency.
Wow, that's wonderful. We go for a short break. When we come back, we are going to be getting your questions, my viewers, and we're going to hear some more deep in knowledge about the cryptocurrencies. So keep tweeting, keep making us trend at #1. This is Biz Ambience. My name is Dan Gumba. Keep watching. Welcome back. This is City, the business ambience. We are talking about the cryptocurrencies and the world, the currencies that are taking over the world without apology. So, I still have my guests, Newton and Brian Godwin, and we are going to continue with answering some of your questions. But before we go to the questions from the viewers, so Brian and Newton, you'll answer me. What is this inside force that triggers you to push for the cryptocurrency, that you want the whole world to embrace the cryptocurrency?
All right, that's a great question. Actually, mine is very divine because when I learned about cryptocurrency, I remember I was just in the ministry, and when I learned about cryptocurrency, I understood that this is what the world is looking for. We have been talking about revival, economic revival, but people don't know that one tool that is going to bring economic revival is cryptocurrency. You know, people think that cryptocurrency is just a tool for making money. That's what a lot of people think. But if you look at the cost that is going to save when it comes to maybe the transaction cost and all that, you come to realize that this is what people have been looking for. But it's very hard to convince people about cryptocurrency. Like outside there, maybe they're like, this cryptocurrency stuff, it's just maybe you know, Africans, we are used to fighting what we don't understand. When the internet came, www, we were like, this stuff, this is the mark of the beast, this 666, the mark of the beast, you cannot adapt to it, you know. And when cryptocurrency came, we're still very skeptical about it. That's why a lot of people have missed big opportunities in the crypto market. And hopefully they'll be able to understand that cryptocurrency is just, it's not just coming here for a short time, but it's coming here to bring revolution and revival at the same time. Yeah,
it's wonderful. Brilliant.
Okay, thank you. For me, ever since I was young, I've always been questioning how things are being done in this world. And I've always wanted to challenge the status quo. Because we live in a world whereby people claim to be free and that they have their rights, yet they are living like caged birds. I mean, people actually they actually deny themselves their rights because they don't want really to embrace change. And when a change that is coming to liberate them from these oppressions that have been chaining them for ages come, they tend to fight it. Because right now, one thing I know is that the slavery that we are experiencing right now in the world is not the slavery of chains of steel, but it's slavery of credit cards, you know, debts, and I mean everything that's happening in the current monetary system is really making a lot of people to live in a slavery system, and they don't know that. And I really wanted to help people liberate themselves, to bring freedom. I'm a big champion of freedom. One of my slogans in life is that freedom is not free. I mean, you have to pay the price for freedom. And I wanted to rise up and help people get the right information so that they can rise up and reclaim their freedom. Because not just about what the Mau Mau did and gave them, but right now we are really shifting into a totally different era. And if they want really to reclaim their freedom, then they have to adopt the lethal weapon. Lethal weapon here is not the rockets or maybe the bombs or the grenades. The lethal weapon right now is to equip yourself with the information of the kind of the world that's unfolding before our eyes, identify which is the best opportunity, which is the best tool to adopt, and I believe cryptocurrency is that tool or that weapon that you can use to bring freedom back to ourselves.
Wow, that's wonderful. You are giving us deep details of this matter. So, thank you, our viewers. Continue tweeting. We are going to read your views in a very short moment, a very brief moment. So now, Newton,
Yes, yes.
convict me that the cryptocurrencies, you said they are decentralized. So they are not controlled by any state or a bank or anything. Now, tell us that this is not a new world order of terrorism whereby if a certain government is not favoring the cryptocurrencies, you are going to crumble its economy. Because if now the power is in the hands of the citizens, how will the governments run their things and how will give us the...
All right. The first thing about, first of all, is this big concern about if cryptocurrencies are going to be funding terrorism and all that. It's very clear that even with the fiat currencies, terrorism, even before cryptocurrency, terrorism was still there.
Sure.
And it was being funded, by people in the, maybe, let me not say the government, but let me call them the big boys. They were still fighting their way to fight terrorism and all that. So saying maybe if cryptocurrency is going to be funding the terrorism and all that is something that it's just a form of money.
Oh, sure.
It's just a form of money. And, that can be used the way you use these currencies. Very soon we are going to be having the way you use maybe to make phone calls. You can be able to do that with cryptocurrency. The way you use maybe to do insurance and all that. So it's going to be like just a common currency. In other words, it's like a new economy.
Wow.
All right, it's like a new economy. And what you're saying about if maybe governments, some of the governments are going to try and fight cryptocurrency. That's one thing for sure. We have seen countries maybe like I think China banned cryptocurrency, and then they started introducing their own cryptocurrencies. They call them the CBDCs, which is I can say is a way of trying to bridle the people to show them that, hey, you're talking about cryptocurrency, we have a cryptocurrency for you. But looking at, for instance, what the government is going to be doing, because even in Kenya right now, there's a conversation that is ongoing on the introduction of these centralized digital bank currencies and all that. And what is happening is that probably it's going to push through. But I can say this is just going to bridle the people. The real cryptocurrency, the real deal in cryptocurrency is first of all decentralization. As long as something is decentralized, it's very transparent. Because one thing about transparency is that you cannot cause, or maybe you cannot. It's going to reduce corruption in the whole system. That's the first thing that it's going to do. Apart from solving the issue of economy and all that, it's going to reduce corruption, which is something most people in the governments
fight against.
Exactly.
Wow, that's wonderful. So I'm going to read some comments and questions from our viewers so that you answer our questions.
Okay.
So Eric Muguna from Bondo is asking, how can I become a cryptocurrency holder? Virgin.
Yeah. I'll say his name is
Eric Muguna.
Eric Muguna. Okay. All he needs to do is first of all know what cryptocurrency he wants and what quantity or what amount of the currency he wants. and just make an exchange of the Kenya shillings he has into cryptocurrency, because for real, what's the need of holding on to Kenya shillings right now when it's losing value? So it's better actually for him to put everything that he has into cryptocurrency. But as well, if he needs maybe one-on-one guidance, can connect with us later.
You'll give them how to get you.
Absolutely.
So I want to give you 2 minutes to convict the Kenyan government and the bank systems of Kenya that they should embrace the cryptocurrency and do away with the fiat finance currencies. You are live now. Who is watching?
That's a very hard task, because of course this is something that they have been looking into since 2008. I think the president of Kenya, Uhuru, he had formed a task force to look into the internet of the blockchain and cryptocurrency. And we know these people have like every invested in cryptocurrency. You know, they are making millions of money. I think the last time, I think it's in 2015, I think 2017 there, when the CS of ICT, Mr. Joe Moshero, he was being interviewed, and he was being asked about maybe the amount of money he has made out of investing and venturing into the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, for instance. And for him, he did not even give the figure, you know, he did not give the figure, he just said just enough. He just smiled and said just enough, because these people make, like, they know where the world is heading to. They know, they are very much aware. It's just that the common mwananchi doesn't know about, is not even concerned about these technologies. For the common mwananchi, it's just like looking for money. It's just, I want money so that I can have my food, put food on the table. I don't care about these technologies. I don't care if you say yes to maybe these technologies, if you adapt or not, you know. But our leadership, they know very well what is good for the people. They know very well. I think we have seen countries like El Salvador, which have adopted cryptocurrency, you know what, made it as a legal tender. So the government knows very well like what is good for the people, but do they have the courage to take that bold step and say, you know what, for the first time ever, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to consider the people. I'm not going to consider myself gains or what I'm going to benefit. I'm going to consider what the people are going to benefit from in terms of economy and in terms of improving their living standards. Yeah.
Thank you for that information, guys. Time is not on our side, and I want you to give your comments concerning the Russia-Ukraine war, and also you give me your views on the Kenyan politics and what kind of a leader we need so that we can experience the economic change that we want to see. So, Bajen, concerning cryptocurrency, take us to Russia. Show us how you could, now that if cryptocurrency was the only currency in the world, how would have you helped Ukraine to escape the wars from Russia?
Right, thank you. Well, I don't know much about what's happening between Russia and Ukraine, because, well, there's nothing I can do about it. But what I know is that, because I've been following cryptocurrency news, is that Ukraine has already received over $50 million in cryptocurrency donations. I know, before maybe if you could tell the Ukrainian government to embrace cryptocurrency, most probably they could have said no. But when they have been maybe forced to go onto their knees, right now they have no choice but to accept it. I know this is an eye-opener that even in times of war, cryptocurrency can play a big role, especially in helping the victims of war. It's not about maybe supporting one government to win against the other, but those people who are innocent, who are being affected by the war, they can get food, they can get shelter because of cryptocurrency. Why? Because first of all, cryptocurrency is borderless. It can be sent from one country to another in a few minutes, unlike the bank, which is a bit slow. It can take many days. As well, cryptocurrency can be exchanged and liquidated easily as well, so it can fit to their local needs, depending on their monetary system, wherever they are. So, well, I just look at the positive side on how cryptocurrency can impact the victims of war.
Well, on that, I saw on a news feed that Elon Musk said that he is going to show Russia something they have not seen. I think it is using either Tesla by the and I think Elon Musk is one of the biggest holders of the cryptocurrencies. So what do you think is in the mind of Elon Musk concerning the cryptocurrency?
I'm not sure which idea he has, if it's something to do with the cryptocurrency. But one thing that I know that can happen, because right now every country is putting sanctions on Russia, is that even cryptocurrency exchanges and companies are putting sanctions on Russia government, not the Russian people, ordinary people, but the rich people, I mean the elites, the president, the wealthy people, and the government itself, to stop money supplying to them. And Elon Musk, maybe being a big player in cryptocurrency world, maybe can push for more sanctions in the cryptocurrency. I mean, Russia being cut off from the cryptocurrency world, but other things that he has, I don't know. Well, maybe he has contact with the aliens to support the Ukrainians. I don't know.
Wow, that's wonderful. So let's leave that one for Elon Musk in his mind. Wow, that's good. So Newton,
Yes.
let's come back home. Our country, we are heading to the elections period. We are hoping to get a leader who will make Kenya like the way we want to fly to Dubai, fly to US to get better payments there. What kind of a leader? Like now we have, okay, they say we have 2 horses, but I think maybe even in the 2 horses we may not have the kind of a leader that we should have. So what kind of a leader do you think we should have to change the state of the Kenyan economy, even to create employments and job opportunities that will make Kenya like the United States? People will fly from the US to Kenya to come and make money in Kenya.
Okay, that's a great question. I think I'll answer it with just one word: change. Let's have leaders who are open to change, who are open-minded, who know that everything is changing, and the area we adapt to change, the better. Because I believe, like before, we have been. If you look at what has happened in the history, Africans and African countries were left behind during all these other revolutions. Talking about maybe the Industrial Revolution, there are countries which benefited from those revolutions. And Africans, most of the African countries were left behind. And it's something that is very shocking, because one thing we have learned from history is that we don't learn from history. Because if you look at all these revolutions that happened, no one took like so much attention to look into them and to try maybe to adapt to them. But a leader, I believe, someone who is open-minded to change, is going to look at what is happening in the world and not just wait for other countries to adapt so that they can just move, but an open person who knows like this is where the world is heading to. We cannot fight change, and if we have to create opportunities, then we have to do them by adapting to change before anyone else, supporting startups that are coming up with these innovative technologies as well. I believe that is where the world is heading to, and if we get a leader that is open to that, then I believe all those issues are going to be solved.
Wow, that's wonderful. 8 years to the fulfillment of the years that we had for the Vision 2030. What have we achieved this far? Do you see us make it? Just yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Just 1 minute.
Well, because there is a new shift on how things are being done. Technology adoption in Kenya is moving so fast, and I believe with the power of technology, it can really push the Vision 2030 project, or the vision itself, into realization.
We are somewhere.
That's a tricky question, because it depends on where you are looking at from. And I can say yes, maybe we'll get somewhere, but we have a long way to go.
Okay. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Just to conclude, project, where can we get you? That person who wants to get more information about the bitcoins, dark coins, and the cryptocurrencies. Where can they find you? Bitcoin.
Right. I'm on my Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn. All of them are Birgen K. Godwin. Birgen K. Godwin. We can connect there and talk more.
Wow. Newton?
All right, the same case in Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere. Newton M. Caris of CH. Right. Looking forward to connecting with you.
Wow. He began as a man of God, Newton Caris, and right now he's investing in the cryptocurrency. Thank you guys for having your time to be with us today. Thank you, our viewers, for following up. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for the tweets, we were trending at number 2. Next time, let's make it number 1. My name is Dan Gumba. This is the Biz Ambience. The talk show is the business question, the cryptocurrency, and this is our parting shot. Have a good evening as you continue following our next programs. Thank you.
Thank you.
He stopped supplying the Tesla things to Russia.